In time, your health will disappear. In time, your titles will be taken away. In time, your facilities will be given to someone else. In time, everything fades. But time is not your enemy. Time, Krishna says, is your friend. Time doesn't take away everything from you. Time takes away everything that's not you. Arjun has answered many of his questions. He's piecing the puzzle together. He now knows who he is, where he is, what he's supposed to do. But there's another key question that's remaining, friends. It's a very, very important question. And the question is, how much time do we have, folks? How much time do we have before time runs out? The body is a ticking time bomb. Nobody leaves the world alive. Time and tide wait for no person. And therefore, Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita will now begin to talk about time. I don't know what your favorite movies were when you grew up, but one of my favorite movies was Back to the Future. The idea of going back in time or forward in the future. The world is forever trying to tamper with time. Can we stop it? Can we reverse it? Can we go back? Can we go forward? In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will explain you can't do anything about time. When time comes, everyone has to bow. Mrityu sarva haraschaham, Krishna will say. So we need to know how much time we have. I showed this to all of you a couple of years ago. Maybe you remember. You could have gone online, tapped in all your details, and found out the day you're going to die. Yes, folks, that day is coming. Of course, I put all my details in 2 years on now. I'm going to have a good innings, guys. Look at this. 89 years. Not bad. That's a good innings. I got another 40 years to go. And make sure you book that date in Wednesday, 21st January. Say some nice words about the tall guy, you know. He was a nice guy. You know, technology has advanced since this. Now, they're not just going to tell you when you're going to die. They're going to tell you how you're going to age on the journey to death. You want to see? Who's this beautiful guy? This is him, 40 years old, folks. But remember, time and tide wait for no man. Doesn't matter if you're a Swami. By 50, just look at that. 10 years. I had to double check it in AI. I said, it looks like some stressful things are going to happen between 40 and 50. That's a lot of aging. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Still a handsome guy, no? Hey guys, don't laugh. It's going to happen to all of you. But you know the amazing thing is, I'm going to keep all my teeth till I'm 90. There you go, friends. If I'm still alive, I'll say some words. Time is coming. You can't stop it. When your eyesight starts going, when the hairs start falling out, when your back starts to hurt, when your hearing starts to fade, You got to understand time is coming. And so, Krishna is developing an urgency within Arjuna. You need to know that you can't reverse the effects of time. Yet, the world is trying. The world is trying to stop the aging process. The world is still trying to live forever. The world is still in denial that one time, time will run out. Take a look.
Aging. It's the price we pay for living. But it might not always be this way.
I think that in 50 years, we'll be able to take a 20-year-old and give them a treatment. They'll be Peter Pan. They'll be forever young.
Increasingly, science is revealing how we can slow our biological clocks.
The rate of aging is malleable.
And these tantalizing glimpses of an ageless future are attracting huge money.
Big investors are zeroing in on age reversal research.
But does the science live up to the hype? Can we really slow down aging? Or even stop it altogether?
When I started the field, it was like, well, let's see. We moved from hope to realizing the promise.
I want you to walk back to me calling off every other letter of the alphabet, starting with A. A. C.
She might not look it, but Gitty is 98 years old. She's a participant in the Longevity Genes Project at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York.
My brother died in his mid-80s. My sister is now 103. I have a younger sister who is 90. My father died 5 days short of 95. My mother died at 85 or 86.
Not only longer, they live healthier.
For the past 25 years, Nir Barzilai has studied the long-lived in a bid to unlock the mystery of aging.
When I started studying the centenarian, the question is, do they just live longer or do they also live healthier? And the answer is yes, they are healthy. We have discovered several genes in our centenarians. If we can imitate them, if we can understand what happens to them, we can create it as a drug or some other intervention that we could use.
Nir's just one of a growing number of scientists chasing a future where aging is no longer inevitable. But what is aging? The longer you live, the greater the impact of molecular and cellular damage in your body, bringing you closer to death.
There you have it, folks. Do you think they'll be able to do it? Krishna says, when the time is up, the time is up. And so, here in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, in a very, very famous verse, Krishna explains that time will come and take away everything from everyone. Lokan samahartum iha pravritta rite pitvam na bhavishyanti sarve ye vasthitha pratyanikeshu yodha. Krishna says, time I am, the destroyer of everything. So in time, all your relationships will disappear. In time, your health will disappear. In time, your titles will be taken away. In time, your facilities will be given to someone else. In time, everything fades. But time is not your enemy. Time, Krishna says, is your friend. Time doesn't take away everything from you. Time takes away everything that's not you. And therefore, the mechanism of time is very, very mystical. Because what Krishna is doing through this mechanism is helping us understand, what am I beyond all these transitory things that fade with time? And so, time changes everything. That's the reality. And this is unstoppable. You can't stop it. It doesn't matter how much millions of research you put into it, you cannot stop time. But not just that, this is unpredictable. We don't know when our time is coming. And not just that, change is uncontrollable. How it will happen and in what way, you have no idea. People are just going along in their life and all of a sudden something comes up which just throws them off course. You can't control, you can't stop, you can't predict, but you can know that it's going to happen. And therefore, we may look at the scientists and say, oh, those guys are trying to freeze time, they're an illusion. But how many of us live in the illusion that time is frozen? How many of us live day to day as though we're going to be here forever? How many of us continue on with our activities knowing that the end is getting closer and closer every single day? So we may look at a video like that and say, those guys, in illusion. But we have to look at ourselves and say, am I an illusion? Because maybe I haven't understood the effects of time. And therefore, the point is not to freeze time, but the point is to utilize the time you have. One of the biggest things in the world is time wasting. We just waste our time. And therefore, spiritualists, the first thing they do is they maximize their time. Don't waste time. You have meaningful things you can do every single day. Don't use it for second-rate things. The second thing that spiritualists do is they prioritize. They do first things first, important things first. Don't do just the easy things. Don't just do the things that will get you an immediate benefit. Don't just do the things that everyone will appreciate, but do the things that are important first. The other thing a spiritualist does is they know how to eliminate things, eliminate activities that don't need to be done. And finally, spiritualists know how to integrate. If you learn these 4 techniques, how to maximize, prioritize, eliminate, and integrate, nobody in this room can say they don't have enough time. Nobody can say they're too busy. Nobody can say that my life is too chaotic, that I can't do spirituality. We just have to do these 4 things. Stop acting in a way that time is frozen. Realize the urgency of it all. Utilize it. And when change comes, which is unpredictable, unstoppable, and uncontrollable, to not try to fight it, but to embrace it and to say thank you. Thank you for coming, and thank you for ushering me into a higher reality. That's the opportunity we have. And so here, the Bhagavad Gita is so powerful, because if you connect with the words of the Gita, you wake up in the morning with an urgency. If the alarm clock goes off, and we're not jumping out of bed, it means we haven't understood the words of the Gita. Because the Gita is telling us, don't think you have so much time left. Time is coming. Kalosmi, I am time, Krishna says. And eventually, everything will be destroyed. And I destroy it in a beautiful way to reveal to you what the purpose of your life actually is. Hare Krishna.